What it do, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, family. Welcome to another meal prep video. I'm starting to get like comfortable and really good with this. This is like my 4th week meal prepping for Monday through Thursday. I kind of dabbled and dabbed in a little different foods and stuff that I never made today, and I experimented and it came out perfect, and I'm glad I did. So I want to do a video so you can see it, so you can see how to make it and what I did and how I did it. So stay tuned and let's get into this video.
So first we're gonna start with some homemade macaroni and cheese. We're gonna do 3.5 cups of elbow macaroni. That was the first cup. That was the second cup. That was the third cup. And this is the 1/2 cup right here. And you're gonna make sure you stir it up real good. You don't want your macaroni to stick together, so stir it up real good. Pour it in a bowl. Pour your paprika on there, even though it don't give it no flavor, just for like color and stuff. Then you're gonna put your garlic powder on there, your onion powder, and some salt for taste. Don't put too much salt because you know cheese already have salt in it, so we don't want to have a heart attack and stuff like that. So just make sure you season it up to your tasting, and then put a whole stick of butter in it. But break it up into cubes. Put a whole stick of butter. Make sure you stir it up real good, but don't smush it. You don't want no smushy noodles. You got to stir it up real good though. We're going to crack 3 eggs in a separate bowl. That was the first egg. That was egg number 2. And that's egg number 3. We're going to pour 2 cups of milk in there. And then we're going to pour 1.5 cup of buttermilk. You can use like heavy cream or whatever else you may want to use, but I just use buttercream. Then I sprinkle a little bit of more seasoning in there, and I'm going to beat it up. Let's whisk it. Let's beat it up. And then you're going to pour your cheese in there. You can pick 3 different cheeses, 3 cups of cheese total. I use mozzarella, Italian blend, and sharp cheddar. So I'm sprinkling it all in there so I can get 3 whole cups in there. Then after I get 3 whole cups in there, that's when I'm going to stir it up real good. Mix that cheese in there real good. Yep, just like that. Just like that. Make sure you mix it up in there real good so you won't have like clumps of cheese and stuff. Then if you're using a cast iron, make sure you butter your skillet up. Butter it up because you don't want it to be sticking. Put your macaroni and cheese down, your first layer. Then lay all your cheeses down, which is all the 3 cheeses that you used in the first place. Lay all them on there for the first layer. All my 3 cheeses, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to pour my milk and egg mix that I mixed up and stuff. Yes, I'm going to pour that. So macaroni noodles, then your cheese, and then your milk and egg mix. So you do that however many times you can do that you have enough noodles and mix and cheese and stuff like that. But you also need a deeper pan or a bigger pan if you're using more like that. So for this like 9 by 13 inch cast iron skillet, it's only going to take I think like 3 layers. So that's what I'm doing. I think I'm doing my 2nd layer now. And all my cheeses on there that I put in there in the first place, I like it cheesy. It's called macaroni and cheese, not just mac. So put the cheese in there. Back on my 3rd layer, I'm adding my noodles. Oh, you know what? Almost messed up, y'all. Almost didn't put my custard in there. Hold up, wait a minute. I took that back. So I had to add that, and then I'm like, okay, now I move on to my 3rd layer because I almost messed up. But let's put the noodles in there. We're going to start fresh, girl. I know I almost messed up, but I got it together. So I'm adding my 3rd layer of noodles, and then I'm going to add my cheese. Add that cheese, girl. But make sure you smush it down a little bit because the pan probably not that big. So you kind of got to like smush it down a little bit so you can make some room for that cheese, because that top layer have to have cheese on it. So don't put the custard at the top, but if you want to, you can. But at the top, goes the cheese. Top goes the cheese. Oh yes, you have to put the cheese at the top so I can get that crust that kind of burnt, like, if you cook it long enough, put the cheese at the top. I told you, I don't know what other way to put it. Put the cheese at the top. That's the only way I know to do it. That's the only way I ever heard of doing it. Put the cheese at the top. Sprinkle you some paprika on the top just for color, because it don't taste like nothing. It's just for color. I don't know who made this up, but I'm just following the rules, and that's how it looks. Put it on 375. Bake it for about 30 minutes. If you got a deeper pot, deeper skillet, you want to put it on for about 45 minutes probably. So now I'm moving on to the sweet yams while that's cooking. We don't like to waste time. We got to move on to something else that's take too long. Up, it's done now. It said ding. So here's the macaroni and cheese. Look at it. Now y'all see what I'm talking about? You add that paprika on the top for color. Okay, now we back to the sweet yams. We're going to cut them up real good, y'all. This is really harder than what y'all think. You need a real sharp, ridgy knife, like seriously. And you want to cut them up kind of thick like that, because if they get all thin, it's going to make all mush, and we don't want that. So back to the mac and cheese. I'm going to cut it open for you, because everybody wants to see how it look. Everybody do all that work for nothing. They want to see how it look in the inside. You see that cheese. You saw it. It didn't even want to come up out that skillet. Look at it. Baby, look. Okay, let's move on to these lemon pepper wings that I'm going to do that I never did, y'all, but we're about to experiment, and y'all about to experiment with me. We're going to put 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder in this bowl, and we're going to put a half a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to mix it up. And the reason why we doing that is because we're about to sprinkle that over top of these wings. We ain't about to season these wings. We about to put baking powder and a little salt on them. That's all we need for now. Follow the steps. Spray this bacon rack with some little vegetable oil and stuff, because you don't want it to stick. Lay your chicken down and let's get it popping. Let's get it cracking. Literally, because it was sizzling and cracking up in there. So lay it down on there, and you're going to put it in the oven on 425 for about an hour. But in the meantime, I'm going to move on to these legs that I'm about to do with some gravy. I put a mix in this bowl. I put seasoning salt, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and some paprika. Now I'm doing all that so I can mix it all in this little bowl, so you can have your seasoning already ready to go. That way you ain't just sprinkling it all on top. You kind of like want to mix your seasoning together. Just make you a bowl of seasoning. I'm telling you, it turns out better than just sprinkling it right on top of the chicken. So mix it all up. You can use your finger, you can use a fork, you can use a spoon, but I prefer to use my finger because they clean and it's my kitchen. So sprinkle me, baby. Sprinkle me. Oh, that's what the chicken was saying. My bad. Let me get back to it. So look, sprinkle it real good on there, y'all. Real good. You see that? You want to coat it with that seasoning, because we don't want no bland chicken. Like, who want that? Baby, look, I don't want no bland chicken. I want to taste some salt, but not too much. But I do want to taste some seasoning. You want to flip that chicken over and do it on the other side, because we don't just want one side seasoned. You just gonna taste one side, you bite the other side, it ain't no seasoning on it. No, we don't get down like that. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing wrong. Sprinkle both sides with the seasoning, y'all. Both sides. Then after you do that, rub it in real good all over the chicken, because we don't want to miss no spots. Just like that. Rub it in just like that. Because if we miss some spots, no, we can't. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging like that. Don't do that. Rub it in. Spray your skillet with some vegetable oil. I got a grill cast iron skillet for this, baby, because I'm about to pop it in the oven on 425 and let them cook for about 1 whole hour. Get them all crispy. Let's move on back to the yams. Because the chicken is in the oven. We're going to put 2 tablespoons water. We don't need all that water. Yams make water thyself. Put half of the yams that you cut up in this pot. Then we're going to sprinkle half a cup of brown sugar over the first layer. Yes, brown sugar. Got to get that brown sugar, baby. Then you're going to sprinkle some white sugar on top of it. Got to. Then after you do that, you're going to put the rest of your yams in there on top of that. And you also going to put 2 tablespoons of salt in here also. So once you do that, you put the brown sugar on top of this, on 1 whole cup of brown sugar on the top. That's it. 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. That's all you need. And you need 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon and nutmeg. After you do that, put the top on halfway and let them cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. This is how it's supposed to be, bubbling and looking after about 12, 13, however many minutes you think they need to cook, you know, for your liking. Then after that, you're going to flip the top ones over because they didn't get a chance to get up in that, you know, up in that candy. They need to get candied. You see that? They got candied now. It's candy now. This is homemade southern candy yams right here. Now you see they all got the candy on them now. Ooh, baby, make you want to smack your mama. Nah, not my mama, your mama. So pull them off the heat. After you pull them off the heat, put you a half a stick of butter in here. A half a stick, but cut them up in cubes. A half a stick of butter is like 4 tablespoons of butter. But chop them all up and just let them sit in there. Don't turn the heat back on. Just let them sit up in there and melt. Let's move on to this gravy. From them chicken legs, remember I told y'all that I put in the oven that I was going to mix with some gravy? I put some green peppers and onions and red peppers and yellow peppers. Mixed it with 3 tablespoons of butter. This is how you make gravy. 3 tablespoons of butter and then 3 tablespoons of some flour mixed in there while it's cooking on low. I mean like a low medium. And it's bubbling. You know we're about to make some gravy. So here go the flour. You whisk it. After you whisk it real good, you let it get all up in there. Let it cook real good because you want it to turn brown a little bit. Just like this, like a little brown. After it turned brown a little bit, you can add you some chicken broth up in here. Don't add water. I said chicken broth for flavor. We ain't trying to do all that. We need flavor, right? You want to take some seasoning? You do add some chicken broth up in there. This is how you make gravy. After you do that, you pour that same season that you put on them chicken legs, pour that seasoning up in there to your tasting, to your liking. I can't tell you how much to put in there. Just pour some in there. After that, you see that? Lay them chicken legs up in there. Lay them right on top of them. Right on top of them. Get them all up in there. Get up in the nitty gritty with them. So then you're going to pour them on top. You see that spoon? Just pour it on top a little bit just so you can get some little extra flavor gravy on top of that chicken. Just like that. And some onions and peppers and stuff. You know, it make it look pretty for one. But we want for pretty and tasty. We ain't just want for pretty. Now these is the chicken that I was doing the lemon pepper wings out of. And I did the wings and I did 1 drumstick out of it. So I got 1 tablespoon of butter. This is how you make your lemon pepper seasoning. You need 2 tablespoons of lemon pepper seasoning. Now if you're making more chicken, of course you need more than this. You need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And you mix it all in the bowl. Mix it real good. That's why I'm using a fork. So I can get it all stirred up real good. This is how it should look. Pour it on top of there. Make sure you get on all them wings though. Yep. No leftovers. Pour it all. We need all the lemon pepper we can get. Put a top on it and shake it up. Shake it real good. Shake it, shake it, shake it. This is how it should look. You see that lemon pepper? Do you see that? These is baked lemon pepper chicken leg and chicken wings. First time making them. Oh, we done, baby. We done. We got the homemade macaroni and cheese and southern candy yams with some chicken legs and gravy and peppers over some rice. I put it over some rice. I had to, y'all. I just had to. Look at them lemon pepper wings.
Thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope that you learned something today because I learned something today. So I hope that this video helped you and you can experiment and you could try some of the stuff that I made because I got the recipes from somebody else. So you could try them for me now just because you saw them. And make sure you smash that like button and make sure you comment down below about this video and don't forget to click subscribe. If the button is still red, you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell right next to it after you subscribe so you won't miss no meal prep videos and no other videos that I drop. But for now, your girl is out. Peace.